Welcome to another special episode of the ENYTING Gender podcast. I'm your host, Sharmin Prince. I'm thrilled to be joined by Tom Mboya.
We can use AI to do the analysis and advise women. Maybe you are going to this place. You need to be careful about this kind of danger so that you are informed ahead of time. I don't go somewhere.
Need a software that women can say, just even speak into it and say, or even use Chat GPT with the right prompts. I am traveling to Nairobi. What areas should I avoid?
Correct.
Or a specific place. I am traveling to Georgetown. I'm going to Kingston. What should I do? How can I protect myself?
Yes.
And that's a positive way of using AI. Thank you for that. We really need something of that nature.
I think I've seen that in some countries now, they even have what are called wearables. So wearables, things you can wear, it has your location information. In case you feel you are in some form of danger, you can kind of press, and then it sends like a message to 911 so that they know that you are in Kingston and you're in this location or Barrow. They can come to assist you. This is the only way we can help each other. We make it more difficult for the perpetrators.
Yeah. And you also mentioned governance. How can we, ordinary citizens of a country, community-based organizations, nonprofit organizations, and even corporations lobby to ensure there is sufficient and effective governance of AI to protect women and girls?
Good one. Yes. In order to have a proper governance, the social sector and the governments, organizations like the UN Women, the World Bank, you find that they put in a lot of efforts to support such kind of initiatives. What we need is to have conferences where we put all these minds together and we develop what is called a design thinking approach, where we put our heads together and we say, in terms of regional threats, whether it's in Africa, Europe, these are the kind of threats that you expect to encounter. And then what do we need to do so that we can prevent them? Then we come up with the legislation which is specific to particular regions or to particular areas, depending on their level of gender-based violence. And we find that some of the countries, maybe especially Europe, they are very serious about protecting the female gender, even more than the US and Africa. So we need to see what can we learn from the European countries, shamelessly borrow, so that we can apply it in our country. We don't need to all reinvent the wheel. We borrow what has worked in other countries and we put it in place. Put our heads together and customize this laws, governance architecture. Then we can come up with a nice structure that will be able to work for different regions and which will be acceptable kind of globally.
Thank you, Tom. We're coming to our time together. Is there anything else before I get into my rapid fire questions? Is there anything else you would like to share?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you very much. I think it's very exciting to have them, and I'm very happy that you are discussing about this topic. So I just hope that whatever we are discussing today, and even what we discussed in the previous days, that you are able to share it globally through different forums, so that as many women, it will be very exciting if over the 3-4 billion women have access to this kind of information.
Thank you so much. So I like to have rapid fire questions. So it's
okay.
I'll ask the question and you just respond to it. If you can build one tech tool right now to fight online bullying, what would it be?
Okay, an AI-based tool that is able to identify potential abusers and share this information across different platforms so that different people can be able to have access to it and keep themselves safe.
Coffee or tea?
For me, it's tea.
Morning person or a night owl?
Morning person.
As a father of 5 girls, what is your top tip for a parent handing over a first cell phone?
Yes. One thing I've come to realize is that, and I've made also that mistake, don't give a cell phone before they reach age. I gave some of my girls cell phones maybe at around 12, 10, but I felt that it was not the right age because there's some kind of addiction and there's some kind of exposure which becomes difficult to prevent the younger they are. So I would say limit it to minimum 14 or 15 so that they are able to know the dangers of what they are getting themselves into.
In this fight, is AI our biggest tool or our biggest threat?
AI is a double-edged sword, just like technology. It's both going to help us, also it can harm us. So we just need to be very aware about the responsible use of AI so that we can make use of the key benefits and to our advantage and be able to overcome the bad guys. Because with us for the long haul, yeah, it's like internet way back in the 1980s. So we just have to find ways in which we can navigate and ensure that our women are protected online.
Complete this sentence for me. A kinder internet for women and girls starts with
us.
Beautiful. Finally.
Maybe just one comment which I thought I should add is I think one thing which we may also underestimate is poverty. I say poverty is the enemy and posture. So we need to look at how do we ensure our girls and our women are financially secure and exposed intellectually so that they can protect themselves. We mentioned why it's abuse is the financial power of the male gender. So we need to try and help the female gender to be at par with the male gender so that we can reduce this abuse.
Thank you. Thank you for mentioning poverty. My final rapid fire question. What's the one non-negotiable tech rule in your house?
No, the internet after 10 p.m. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I hope that when I invite you again, you'll return.
I will. And thank you so much for inviting me. I think what you're doing is very noble and it's really going to help us to protect our women and girls from these attackers. So we need to really educate them across the whole vertical, from physical violence, emotional to online violence, so that they don't take certain things for granted, that maybe I kind of overlook this, but